Welcome to Crime Junction. The case we're looking at today isn't just your standard breaking news. It's not a simple kidnapping. It's a chilling reality check that exposes just how quickly a quiet, peaceful village can turn into the scene of a horrific crime. What you're about to hear is a true story, and it's going to leave you completely stunned. A 17-year-old innocent girl, 2 continuous months of absolute terror, and a rescue thousands of kilometers away from her home in Uttar Pradesh, ending up in an unfamiliar city down in Karnataka. Look, the pain hidden behind these facts, it literally can't be put into words. This is a massive wake-up call that raises some really dark questions about our society. 2? It just sounds like a number, right? But for this minor girl, those 2 months were nothing short of a living hell. 60 days. 60 days where every single moment was just suffocating dread. What she actually endured while trapped in that darkness, honestly, it's something we can only begin to imagine. So what really happened during those missing 60 days? Okay, let's dive into this. To fully untangle this web, we need to rewind the clock. We need to go back to the exact night this whole nightmare started. The setting is the Ubhaon area in Uttar Pradesh's Ballia district. It's the kind of quiet village where everyone knows everybody else's business. But then, on the night of August 14th, the girl just vanishes. Gone. And here is the most terrifying detail. The official police FIR wasn't even filed until September 11th. Just pause and imagine that for a second. Think about a mother's agonizing, month-long search in the dark before the authorities finally got fully involved. And you know what the most chilling reality of this whole investigation is? The predator wasn't some random stranger passing through town. No, he was a 20-year-old man from her very own village, someone she probably saw walking down the street every single day, orchestrated this horrific plot. So how did the authorities finally piece this together? After a long, completely heartbreaking wait, the desperate mother finally reaches the Ubhaon police station on September 11th. An official FIR is filed. The police kick off their investigation, and based on what they initially find, they lay down 2 main charges. But what exactly were these charges, and what do they mean in plain English? Well, the first charge was under IPC Section 363, which is kidnapping. Basically, under the Indian Penal Code, if a minor, so a girl under 18, is taken away without her legal guardian's consent, this section hits. It's a very serious crime on its own. But guys, this story doesn't just stop at a simple abduction. They also added IPC Section 366 to the FIR. Now, this section is a lot darker. It specifically deals with kidnapping a woman or girl and forcing or seducing her into marriage or for other illicit purposes. So right from the jump, this tells us the police strongly suspected this 20-year-old accused had some deeply twisted intentions. And then, finally, a ray of hope cuts through the dark. After weeks of relentless searching, interrogating locals, and hitting dead ends, the police catch a massive break. Ubhaon's station house officer, Rajiv Mishra, who was spearheading the case, officially announced that they safely rescued the girl near Bilthrow roadways, and the accused was arrested. You can imagine the collective sigh of relief from her family, right? The criminal was finally in cuffs. But hold on, was this really just a straightforward kidnapping? Were those initial charges the whole truth? Not even close. The real truth was about to step out of the shadows, because when that brave 17-year-old sat down to give her official police statement, what she revealed shook everyone to their core. She revealed that this man took her all the way from her small village in UP straight down to Karnataka in South India. And there, for nearly 2 entire months, she was subjected to extreme, unspeakable brutality and rape. 2 months isolated, tortured, and trapped in an unfamiliar city. It's honestly impossible to overstate how horrific this trauma is. This revelation instantly changed everything for the investigation. And this brilliantly illustrates just how fast a case can escalate once a survivor is able to speak her truth. That September 11th FIR, it was just about kidnapping. But by October 11th, right after her rescue, the police immediately upgraded the charges to rape and child abuse. They brought the absolute full force of the law crashing down on him. They instantly slapped him with IPC Section 376. As you probably know, this is the law applied for the heinous crime of rape here in India. Adding this section totally shifted the gravity of the case, basically ensuring that this criminal is going to face the harshest possible punishment under the law. But they didn't stop there. They also threw the book at him with the POCSO Act, the Protection of Children from Sexual Offenses. Why? Because remember, the victim was only 17. Legally, she's still a child. POSO is India's most powerful, strict law for protecting minors, which means getting bail is going to be virtually impossible for this guy. So what's the aftermath? Where do things stand right now? Well, that 20-year-old from the village is sitting behind bars, where he belongs. The minor girl, after surviving an unimaginable nightmare, is finally safe. The legal proceedings have officially kicked off, and the wheels of justice are turning fast. But as we close the file on this Ubhaon village case today, I can't help but leave you with a deeply unsettling question. You see those missing posters all the time, right? At the railway stations, pasted on city walls? How many of those faded photos are hiding a story just as dark as this one? Today, one truth finally came to the light. But how many more are still trapped in the dark? For more deep dives into real investigation files and true stories just like this one, make sure you hit that subscribe button for Crime Junction. Ring that bell icon so you don't miss our next mystery. Stay safe out there, stay vigilant, and thanks for watching.